Obviously, you can wear this on your lips, your cheeks, your butt crack, like wherever you want to put it.
Hey bitch, what's good? Nikki D here, how are you? So today I want to focus on my favorite high-end makeup products. So yesterday we focused on all affordable products that are just as great, just a little bit cheaper. Today we're not worrying about the budget so much. So sit back, relax, grab a snack, and let's get into it. First thing I'd like you to do, please like my video and subscribe. When I get monetized, I would love to send you guys out some packages of the products that I use in my videos, so it will help us all out. So go ahead and do that now. Thank you. So, all right, let's just get right into it. I've already done my face. I think it's just like a little bit faster. I don't need to go and talk about the products as I go ahead and apply them. So let's just get right into it. So first things first, skincare. My number one favorite skincare brand is Dr. Zoe Skin Health. You can buy this in like a package, and there's all kinds of packages for different needs. So some are like anti-aging, aggressive anti-aging. I use the brightening one. And in that you get a gentle cleanser, exfoliating polish, complexion renewal pads, skin brightener, and then a daily power defense, so like an SPF. And all of this will retail for about $200. It lasts, I would say, probably like a month and a half, maybe two. I do use a lot of products, so maybe you could stretch it just a bit, but it is absolutely worth it. If you have kind of dull skin or any kind of like pigmentation, I've definitely noticed that some of my melasma that I need to get addressed soon has chilled out, and definitely my rosacea. So definitely worth it. Anything prescription grade skincare wise, if you are dead serious about your skin, that is the route you want to go. It will run circles around anything on the market. So the first product I want to focus on is a product by Makeup Forever called the Skin Equalizer. I use this as a primer, and I'll only really focus it right in the T-zone, like where I'm most porous. Sometimes like when I'm getting my period, my skin is like horrendous. Like right now, you probably wouldn't know it. Thank you, God, and thank you for all these luxurious products. But the Makeup Forever Skin Equalizer is phenomenal for eliminating texture and just really give you like a porcelain, like poreless kind of face. So I really like this only in the T-zone here. I'll put my skincare on, I'll let it kind of like marinate a bit, and then I'll just go in here, like kind of like my, I was gonna call it my construction area, yeah. But like where I really need it most, kind of like around the nose, smile lines, and then I'll just take that and I'll kind of just roll it outward. So it really gives you like a beautiful, beautiful base to put makeup down on. And yeah, it's definitely a top fave. It's been out for quite a while. So the next thing I have is foundation. I pulled two foundations that I really, really love that I just keep going back to. The first one is the Dior Backstage. And the other is the one I'm wearing now, which is the Hourglass Veil Hydrating Skin Tint. Out of this world. I don't care if it's winter, summer, it is phenomenal. I'll start with this one because I'm wearing it now. So dead water thin, very familiar to like the MAC Face and Body, if you're familiar with that, but a little bit more opaque, I would say. It creates the most gorgeous glow. It is so thin. It's a wonderful for summer. It's really great in winter when you're dry, and it just loads you with hydration and just like instantly just like gives you the nicest, beautiful skin. When I wear this alone, you cannot even tell that you're wearing anything. So this is like probably my absolute favorite foundation at the moment. And then when I need a little bit more extra coverage, or maybe it's like an event and I want to be like a little more oomph, then I'll go in with my Dior Backstage. Again, this is also a very lightweight formula, but I like this because it gives you a little bit more coverage and just a little bit more of like, you know, when you need to like serve a little bit more face with your outfit, maybe it's like a nice dress or like a little bit more dressed up. Instead of kind of like looking like a little bit bare and natural, and you want to give some glam, this is where I go. This could also obviously be worn super sheer, and that's beautiful too, but this will give you like a little bit more coverage. So these two I highly, highly recommend. And then getting into concealer, I also pulled two. The first one I want to start with is the Dior Forever Skin Concealer. This is a phenomenal product. It's super, super creamy. It has a really nice big doe applicator. And I really like it because you can really sheer it out and just put a couple dots and it will do the trick. or you can really sculpt with it. So I use like a hair lighter than my skin tone. And if you can see in here, like right in the center of my face, it's like a little bit brighter. I kind of put that, after I've done my foundation, I'll just put a little bit like in here and on my chin and like on my highest points, and it'll basically just yank them forward. So I really like it for sculpting, I like it for brightening, but it's a phenomenal concealer. It's not cakey, it's very hydrating, very creamy, and it's 24-hour wear. My other favorite, I feel like not a lot of people talk about this. This is the KVD, what do they call it? Lightweight full coverage. I think it's called the Apple Concealer. Full Apple? No, that's not right. Good Apple? Yeah, Good Apple. This is amazing. This is like a formula I've never really had before. It's kind of like a gel cream. You just have to feel it to understand, but it is super, super hydrating. If you are dehydrated, I'm not dry, I'm just dehydrated. I need to drink more water. I'm trying. But this is really, really good for coverage, but also just to keep it light, to keep it hydrated, not to cake up. If you have a little bit like older of skin and you have some kind of creasing or lines, this is really, really good for that. It's very, very hydrating, it's very plumping. Just a great, great overall product. So it's a really good go-to that I keep refilling. The next one I want to go into is the cream bronzer. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun Kissed Glow Bronzer. This is in the color medium. I have had this for probably a year, and I've barely touched pan on this. And I've used it so much. In my summer routine, this is like, I center everything around this. Like underpaint, there's a video I have about that. I'll stick right here so you can look for the card. I use it to underpaint, I use it to bronze. Sometimes I use this alone, like if I'm going to the gym and I just want like a little bit of warmth and like a little bit of structure to my face. Yeah, I go there. I'll basically leave my skin empty. I'll do like a little bronzer around my perimeter, kind of contour the nose, throw on a little cream blush, and that's it. That's really it. And it really like just gives you like a little bit of something without looking too naked or scary. Now, one of my, oh God, I haven't talked about prices for any of these. Oh, I'm so sorry. Just to back up 1 second. The Mufa, this is 41. The Dior Backstage, this is 52. The Hourglass Hydrating Veil, this is 58. Then you have the Dior Skin Corrector, this is 40. The Charlotte Tilbury Sun Kissed Glow Bronzer, 57. So yeah, it's a fat boy, but like I said, it lasts and it doesn't get dried up or anything. Just keep that shit closed. Okay, now we're caught up. So now let's get into some cream blush. Here I have the NARS, what do they call this? The Multiple, and this is in the color Orgasm. I have been using this, like, I thought I didn't like it. I don't know why, but I just pulled it out recently and it's this beautiful, like, goldy, glowy, pinky color. And I will just take this and I'll just run it on my hand and basically pick it up with my brush. And there's something about this formula that when it lays on my skin, it just like plumps up my skin. It doesn't just lay on there and just like color. I don't have it on now, but this is phenomenal. This is like really if you want to look a little bit more plump, a little bit more youthful. Like I said, I'll put on sometimes cream bronzer and just this, and it's just gorgeous. Like formula is so important. So I know there's affordable products and products that are a little bit more expensive. Sometimes it's for good reason, not just for the name, but the formula and the wear and how long it wears and how it wears and what it's made of and if there's any like skincare ingredients. So there are definitely some things that I would absolutely say if you're going to splurge on this. This would probably be one of them. I would say foundation, your skincare, foundation, cream blush, transparent powder. That's a hit or miss. We'll get into that. But this is a phenomenal one. So this is the NARS, the Multiple. Obviously you can wear this on your lips, your cheeks, your butt crack, like wherever you want to put it. The next one I absolutely love. This is Fenty. This is the cream blush called Cheeks Out. I have them in like every color. This is like some kind of like it's funky looking. Like at first I was like, ooh, I don't know about that. This is stunning, absolutely stunning. If you just want to put anything on just to give yourself a little fresh color, it kind of looks like it's just coming from within you. The orange one does have some sparkle. I freaking hate sparkle. But you do not see that for some reason. It really just gives you like a nice diffused look. So these I highly recommend. There's another one I absolutely love. It's like this like Barbie pink. I think it's called Bikini Martini. It's probably my favorite one ever. Again, the formula on these are chef's kiss. Absolutely phenomenal. These I highly, highly recommend, and I buy them constantly. I use them constantly. That's a great one. I also love, this is a great one. I actually was in the States visiting last, I think it was 2 years now. Whew, I need to go home. Rem Beauty. This is called Chorus Girl Cheek and Lipstick. I was looking for like a good nude to put with my lips, and they found me this one, and it is just the best color. Isn't that gorgeous? It's like a peachy creamsicle color. Very, very watery, creamy formula, very like paper thin. If you just want like a watercolor wash on your skin, absolutely phenomenal. So that retails for $28. The Fenty Cheeks Out was $30, and the NARS Orgasm was $38. One more, it's actually the most expensive. This is Ilia, and this is the multi-stick called In the Mood, another great one, and another great color. This one's a little bit thicker, and it's almost like a bronzy pink. I like this. I love this for like a lip and cheek match. It's thick enough to be worn as a lip to really like give you some decent color that lasts. But obviously if you want to like kind of marry and have like this homogeneous look, I really like it for that. So that retails for $40. That's Ilia the multi-stick in $40. And then let's move on to powder. So after I've done all my cream products, I am somebody that just needs to put down a powder, whether it be transparent, whether it be, well, I really don't like a lot of layers. I don't like thick layers, let me put it that way. But this is the MAC Studio Sculpt Defining Powder. I don't even know if they make this anymore. When I moved away from the States, I picked up like 4 of these to last me, and I still have this brand new one. But if you can find a powder, well, if they do still sell it, online claims that it is retailed at $49.50. But if you can find a powder that will set you, give you just a wash of color without adding another layer of makeup, this is phenomenal. And I have this on now. So I'll do my creams, I'll do my foundations, concealer, whatever. I'll put this down, and then I'll go in with bronzer and blush and highlighter and all the other products. But I just really love this to just set down my wet products so that it doesn't completely take away my glow from my hourglass, but I know that it's not going to move or oxidize. So this is a phenomenal product. If I can think of something that is similar to this, I'll put it down in the description below. But for now, this is the MAC Defining Powder. Amazing. Okay, moving on to transparent powder. So I mentioned yesterday that my new absolute favorite is Glam. This is the, there we go. This is the lilac powder. I have it on just in my T-zone now. And they call it the Insta Ready Face and Under Eye Setting Powder Duo. You get a set powder here and loose on the bottom. And I swear by these. I swear to God, these run circles sometimes around some of the luxury ones. Reason being, sometimes I find that I see even more lines that I don't even have from other transparent powders, where this is just like super, super hydrating. They also came out with this powder. I don't even know how it makes sense, but when you touch the powder, it's wet. So for summer, it's going to be absolutely incredible, because when you're doing a face for summer and you need transparent powder to either like bake or to set and take away a little bit of shine maybe in the center, you don't necessarily want this. You know, you want to look dewy, you want to look kind of like shiny and glistening. You don't want to take away that shine, but you still need to not look like a oil slick. That powder is going to be that. So I'll make a video on that. But runner up, I would say, is my Huda Beauty Easy Bake. This is in Pound Cake. And I really like this because it's phenomenal to sculpt with. It's very finely milled. It gives you a lot of brightness. So that's this one. This retails for 41 bucks. Mind you, this is $6. Just to keep in mind, this really doesn't belong in this video, obviously, but I absolutely am obsessed with this. It's something that I think a lot of makeup artists, we tend to focus on like the products that are on TikTok and YouTube and that are popular right now coming from the big brands, but you cannot miss this. You just cannot. So I have to plug it again. Okay, so now we'll get into bronzer. So I pulled two today. One of my absolute favorites has been the Makeup Forever Artist Sculpt. I like this for obviously contour, but I also use it for like a little bit of bronzer. It's a very cool toned, like kind of neutral actually. It's a little bit warm. And I have this on today. So I just I actually do this new, I think it's a Japanese method, I believe, where instead of bringing it in like this, you literally just do around the face, so just like up. So you don't really have to kind of focus it anywhere. So I really like this color for that. It gives you contour, it gives you a little bit of warmth, but looks super natural without being orange. Now, if I want a little bit more bronzy, again, if I'm going out, I want like that kind of warm, glowy, bronze goddess type of look. I have this one. This is the Rem Beauty Satin Matte Bronzer in the color Out of Office. I'm really going through this, as you can see. This one retails for, let's see here, 30 bucks. And the Mufa Makeup Forever Artist Sculpt one I just mentioned was 31. So these are two phenomenal ones. They're very sheer. They still give you opacity. They really give you warmth and glow. They're not too orangey. They give you warmth. They give you sculpt. They look natural, but you have that glam. Now I'm gonna get into blush. I have two blushes. This is, I don't know when this came out, maybe a few years ago, but this is the MAC in Extra Dimension Blush. And this one is called Fairly Precious. Look how much I love this. It's my favorite. So I have a little bit of that on, but I wanted to really like show you both today. So I love this because I feel like nowadays blush isn't really a huge factor in makeup. A lot of it is just kind of like skin, and then we're doing like a good lip, you know? But now I love this because it gives you like this gentle wash of color that makes you look super healthy, but not like you're wearing makeup. So I love it for that. And if I can swatch it, it creates a gorgeous glow. So you really don't need highlighter with this. And that's another reason I really like it. You just put it on, and where you put it is where you go and get it. So that is the MAC Fairly Precious Blush. And this is 35 bucks. My newest baby, I'm wearing it now. Mostly what you see in the center is the Fenty Beauty Fenty Cheeks. And this is called Tahiti Tease. Isn't that cute? Hold on, I gotta swatch this for you. The fucking formula is incredible. It's so buttery soft. Can you see a pattern with me here? This is almost like peachy, pinky, gold, neutral. I just love it. Like, it has my name written all over it. I saw this online. I didn't even go in and swatch it. I just grabbed it and put it in my cart. These wear so well. They are mega opaque. Not in a bad way. It can totally be sheared down if you want to. Just do not pick up a lot at once. So I'll just take my brush, tap it. I'll tap it on my hand first, and I'll just one tap, two tap. There's the color. Usually you got to build it up a little bit to get that, but I love it because you know exactly what you're getting. So when I really want to sculpt the cheek, I can really focus it, and I know it's going where I put it. So I really love this. Again, it has a nice glow to it, so you really don't need highlighter if you don't want that extra shine. It looks super natural, just a total fave. This one retails for 28, and I think I mentioned the MAC one is 35. Okay, Nearing the end. One thing I want to mention, I couldn't find it online. I think because when I worked at Mac, this is when I picked this up, and we have the Mac Pro store. You need a Pro card to get in, but I think they sell this now in the regular store. This is a MAC sculpting powder, okay? And I really believe I can make this go viral. But this is basically, I put this in a blush baby, the color's called Blush Baby, another great one from MAC. But it comes like this. It's called Accentuate. And I used it to basically, when I'm really like taking a picture, like when I did my passport pictures, when I'm going out, and I know the cameras are there, I will take this. I wish I had a brush with me now, but basically when my powders are done, after I do brush away my transparent powder, I'll take this. I hope you can see the color. It's basically like a highlighter with no glow. And anything you put, it just shines extra bright. So I will focus it right on this line here, the center of my face, and instantly you are sculpted to the gods. So it's basically like super, super bright and washed out without having to load like a lighter concealer on, which a lot of people do. You can just do that, just like a gentle light layer right in here, like a little triangle, and instantly you're just like blushed out. So if you like that look of like kind of like white in the center to a pink and then bronze all over, you have to try this. This is like a mega secret product. So that's called Accentuate. It might be in a sculpting palette at MAC. I'll actually put it in the description. I'll do some research, but I have this single I got from the Pro store. So you have to try this. You will die. Amazing. Now I pulled two highlighters, two of my absolute favorites lately. This one is Ofra, like this. It's called the mini highlighter in the color Rodeo Drive. You can see how much I love it there. And this is a phenomenal one. It's kind of like a baby gold, I would call it. You see it? Really highlighty. But it gives you like this nice wet baby gold kind of look. Not too yellowy, not too white, just really just if you are tan, if you're kind of like, I would say a little bit darker than me to pale, it would be really nice for you. So this is Ofra, again, it's Rodeo Drive, and this is $32. And then the one I'm wearing today, this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Shimmering Light in the color Champagne Glow. And this one retails for $36. Another really good formula, like super buttery, super glowy, great color. I would say this is more of like a champagne gold. And I like that just to really like highlight and pop. Like again, when I'm in front of cameras, I think this is a really nice one. I have it on now. And moving on to eyes. So now I have my MAC eyeshadows. These are cult favorites. If you know, you know. These used to come like so, but now you can buy them in refillable pans and make your own palette. I feel like MAC is like not really as culty as it used to be, you know, like if you were that girl, you'd be at MAC. But with now there's so many darn brands, I think a lot of people has forgotten about it. But the MAC eyeshadows, like I don't even want to tell you how old this is, and I use it. So you're really getting your bang for your buck with these. These retail for about $26. I have this on now, vanilla, right in here, just for brightness. And then I have Wedge to sculpt out the eye. Then I did a little bit of Saddle right at the tippy top. And then I took my MAC, this is a phenomenal product. This is called the MAC Taupe Eye Pencil. Really creamy, controllable pencil. So again, I just take these, I'll rub it through my lashes. Then I will take kind of like a eyeliner brush and run it through like MAC Embark eyeshadow. And I just tap it right on top. And then you get this really nice defined eye that's not too made up, just a little bit luxe looking. So that is a great one. This is called MAC Taupe Eye Pencil. And the color Taupe is 20 bucks. Then for brows, again, MAC. I guess this should have been a MAC video. This is the MAC brow pencil. These are amazing, amazing. I don't think a lot of people talk about these, but these are 33 bucks, and you get a really nice sharp tip, and you're just really easy. The formula helps you really create very real looking hairs. I really, really love it. And they have so many good colors, especially if you're a blondie and you can't find a good brow pencil or one that would just do the work for you. I highly, highly recommend MAC. MAC for brow pencils, and again, these will really last you. So this is the MAC brow pencil in 33. My color is called Spiked. Some people even use 2 different colors, you know, if you're gonna be like that. But sometimes if you wanna kind of like chill your brow out, you might wanna go a shade down, and you can fill in this area, and just keep it like super natural. But for me, I think it frames my face, so I try and match exactly to my hair. I don't have it with me here because I just ran out, both of them. But 2 mascaras that are by far one of the best ones I've ever used is the Dior Pump and Volume. I'll stick it right here, a little photo. Dior Pump and Volume is 33 bucks. It has a beautiful wand. The formula is very dry. I love dry mascara formulas. They just, I don't know, I feel like they hold up better. They don't flake. They last. If you blink, you're not making a wet mess. It doesn't make you want to like sneeze for some reason when you do your mascara and you just have to fucking sneeze. If you were to do that, it's a dry formula, like I said, and it's amazing. The other one I use, which I remember saying, I have no business buying a Chanel mascara. Like, why on earth do you need that? Like, what is the damn difference? There's a damn difference. So the Chanel Le Volume Revolution, and that's 36 bucks. So really not that much more. And you're working with a nice product like that. Le Volume Revolution, 36 bucks. The Dior Pump and Volume was actually 44 bucks. Again, they last really long. They're great formulas, super black. They also have brown and other colors, but highly, highly recommended. Moving on to lips. Right now, if I was on a desert island and you asked me like, what do I want to bring, it would probably be lip liner and like cream bronzer maybe, or lip liner and transparent powder, I swear to God. Lip liner would be my number one. And I'm wearing 2 today. My new obsession is MAC Greige. It's from their new line of nudes, and it's incredible. It's like a gray brown. If you're familiar with Makeup Forever, I believe there's one called caffeine something. I have it, and it's actually lighter than this, but there's something about this that you really, really can create shadows with. So what I'll do is I'll take the MAC Greige, I'll really focus it in here and here, and then I'll just drape it over the rest of the lip like that. And then I'll sometimes take a brush or my finger and just kind of like mush it in. Then, by the way, that costs 25 bucks. And then my newfound favorite, again, I picked this up in the States when I was there last, Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner in muted mauve. And this is a phenomenal, like Your Lips But Better color, 24 bucks. And it's really, really great for just defining. I go over the gray, so I'll do the gray. It kind of like contours your lips, mega important. And then I'll use this to kind of bring it back to lip color. So I have like a new fat looking juicy ass lip. And sometimes you can even fill in your lip with this. This is a great one. So this is ABH Muted Mauve, 25 bucks. The lipstick I have on today is brand new too. This is called Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Sticks in the color Tulip Kiss. I went through the airport with this recently. I had to go to London, and it got flagged in my bag because this was considered a liquid. And the guy was so cool going through security. I'm like, I wish they were this nice in Philly. But he was like,
so is it like a hybrid?
I'm like, yeah, kind of. It's kind of like a gloss and a lipstick. I was like, you are awesome.
So this is just absolutely gorgeous of a color. Look at that. It's kind of like a lipstick, lip gloss, lip tint had a baby. It's watery and creamy, glossy and thin and thick. Like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it feels amazing on the lips. It makes them look like pillows. And look at the color. It's just amazing. Usually, in order for me to achieve this, I would have to do MAC Honey Love, which is my all-time favorite MAC lipstick. This is $28. And again, this is a matte, a little bit dark. But what I'll do is I'll do the liner, and then I would do a little in the center and just like take my finger and work to like sheer it out. It's not really doable all the time, but this is phenomenal. This is a really beautiful product. Look at this. And for me, with dry lips, it just fills in every crack. It doesn't feel mushy. It doesn't feel too wet. It just stays put, and it really lasts. Like, usually a product like this will not last. It will be off in an hour, maybe less. But this just so gracefully just fades away. So I really love it. And for me, in like my neutral love, this is everything. So I'll definitely be getting more of them for sure. Lastly, I have my Fenty Fixing Spray. This is the Fenty Beauty You Mist. Oh, I get it. You Mist. Makeup Extending Setting Spray. It feels cold to the touch. It's like an aerosol bottle kind of. And it's a really, I mean, I've never ever felt a setting spray like this, but it's basically like a dry spray. Like, you keep spraying, you're like, am I getting anything? And then you look and you're like covered in droplets. So you only need a little bit. It gives you a beautiful, beautiful like satin hydration. It melts everything together so nice. And you don't feel like super soaked where you get a little bit nervous. Have you ever sprayed setting spray and you get super soaked and you're like, shit, did I overdo it? I always take my fan and dry myself off and make sure I'm not making expressions and just getting it dry. But this is a phenomenal one. You gotta really try this. I just needed something that was just gonna melt all my layers together, keep it super hydrated looking. And yeah, this is it. So it's almost like a drier formula. I really, really like it. It doesn't take me forever to like dry it down when I'm done, and it does the damn job. So that's kind of it for makeup. I just wanted to mention my perfume, I guess. This is the Baccarat Rouge 540. This retails for $475.
I don't care because I didn't buy it.
They're not kidding when they say why Rihanna smells so good. I was just so curious. I'm not even a big Rihanna fan, but I've seen it so many times of people talking about how good she smelled, and I want to smell good too. I never really had like a signature scent, but I had to try this. So my husband got this for my birthday. I've used quite a bit of it so far since January, so I'm getting a little bit nervous. But yeah. There's I don't know how to describe it. I think it's kind of like jasmine and saffron, I think, are the main notes in this, which don't sound like super appealing. But I was out for a work event recently, and this girl was like, oh my God, you smell so good. And like, no one has ever said that to me before. Not that I stink, but like, no one's ever said, damn, like, I like your scent. What is it? So that made me feel really good. So it's not a lie. There's something so, it's mysterious. It's really different. You're just like you want to keep smelling it. So if you have the opportunity to buy it, I highly recommend it. If you have the opportunity to just walk through Saks Fifth Avenue and go sniff it, go do that. You'll understand why. So it's really good. Yeah. Or hey, split it with somebody and take an atomizer, you know, the thing you can pump some into and split it. I don't know. It's worth it. It's so great. So that's that for me. One other I would mention is Kayali. If you've ever heard of Huda Beauty's sister, what's her name? I forget. Sorry. And her line is called Kayali, and she does something called pistachio gelato. That's my other go-to. Super, super phenomenal. It comes in a green bottle. Again, I'm out of it because I went crazy with that, but it's like pistachio and vanilla had a baby, and it's just oh my gosh, like people want to just like eat you up when they smell that. My final perfume I would mention is the Louis Vuitton, I think it's called Attrape Rêve. Attrape Rêve. It looks like this. I got this as a gift from a client in real estate I was selling a house to. And I was like, oh, how nice. At first I was like, this is kind of like an old lady smell. But the more I wore it, I was like, oh, I feel so delicate and fancy. You know, just smelled fancy. So I really have grown to love it, but my heart is always with this guy. Love you. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. So now you've seen best affordable products, my favorite high-end and luxury products. So now I'll probably show you in the next video how I kind of combine the two and use them in my everyday. So thank you so much for watching. If there's any video that you would like to see or a topic that you need more help with, maybe like to get super in depth or super up close so that you can really learn, please, please, please ask me for it because I will make it for you. So let me know what I can help with. And in the meantime, have a great day and I'll see you soon. See ya.